teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Hey, we no more. 18. What's that? Where's the hot? Where's the hot?
Now, Stroud. Platform incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
5 yards to go. All right. 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
It's a gain of 6. And the Texans' 1st down.
Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Houston.
Here's Stroud. Backs to his tight end, Schultz. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
18. What's that? Flat. Hey, uno.
Now Mixon. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. A return now from the 4. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Set, ready. 52 blue. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Moving to his left. force out even the slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard.
Throwing now from the gun. Now a shot here, deep middle. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And that is incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
From the gun, it's Young. Headed left, buying time. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will score again. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. Now we'll get a 2-point try here as Young gets the offense lined up.
The Steelers will
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, let him do the rest.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Here we go. 8.
On first down, it's Stroud. A throw left side, finds Dell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
All right. 18. What's up? 9.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Push this one downfield, looking for Schultz. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it'll bring up second down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
That one caught by Schultz, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Andy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Austin now to return this. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now They'll start from the 24.
Let's go. Set. Go.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Ready.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Young. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
White. 10 black. 6. Mega. Ready.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
In punt formation.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Here comes Smith on the return. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 4. They'll go right back to Mixon. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Stroud to throw here on first down. This one's going to be taken in by Collins. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
This defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy all game long. Comes through again there with a nice conversion to bring up first down.
Oh,
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Clark Phillips, the corner, there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got Dell for that one. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. ground, it's Mixon. And he's into the end zone yet again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Let's go. Ready?
Young. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
On fourth down, Young. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. Oh, yeah. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
On play action, Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Texans first down.
Tony.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And he's got another one. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Austin now to return this. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set. Ready. 50. Green. Hut.
On play action, Young. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line. That's the former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson, getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year.
Ready.
Throwing is Young. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. Going to be fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up,
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will add one more onto their big lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Austin now to return this. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Come on. Set.
Now Young. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter.
Ready, ready. Down. Yellow, 22. Watch out now, 50 Fury. Ready.
Look at play action with Young. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 2nd and inches.
43 reps. Set.
Out of the shotgun. Young. Rolling right. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Set. Hut. Look.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short. He shot his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Now, faking the give. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage. Muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Young. And he unfortunate that all it is an incompletion.
It's blue strike. Set.
On second down, Young. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
Ready.
Here's Young. Out to his right. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And with nothing open, he might have been better off just trying to see if he can make something happen with his legs, but the way this defense is flying around, I'm not sure there was a play to be made either way.
That one, take it in. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, right?
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up two fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's the thing about these onside kicks. They're really unpredictable. You're trying to get the ball to take that big high hop, but it doesn't. It ends up just going through everybody on the recovery team and ends up going out of bounds.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Steelers' 48-yard line.
Throwing is Stroud. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he's in! Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans stretch things out even further.
Steelers 30.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Young. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. They're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line. They'll go play action with Stroud. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. stopping this drive.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bit on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third and a long way to go.
Here we go. Look at hot. Look at Tony.
Back to throw. Stroud. On the move left. He'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So on fourth down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. And a fair catch taken in at his own 2. Not the best of choices there.
At their own 2-yard line.
Come on, set. Black on 60 red.
Young to throw on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Ready. Yellow.
Throwing again from his own end zone. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
Yeah, it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
On first down is Young. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
Set. Ready.
Back to the air, it's Young. Rolling to the left.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Let's see what they do here. This is fourth and long. They'll go. Young. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. And the gun, it's Howard. That is on. And they get the two-point conversion. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll run with Mixon, and he'll get about 5. They'll work now on second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
On play action, Stroud just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
This one down the field, but the windup incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive ball there works out as they convert on fourth down. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
That's another Texans.
Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having the day.
The kickoff for Houston.
Just 1 second. All that remains in the football game as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Tracking 60.
To throw is Howard. Forced out wide. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Heartbroken Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The